hello, you're watching me because you are at home for an extended period of time and maybe need a little help on how to use Office 365, particularly your email and Teams. So the first thing you need to do is go to office.com. Okay, once you've gone to office.com, you can click here or sign in and sign in as your email, as your username. Now it's your first initial followed by your surname. So in this case, I'm signing as Peppa Pig, so it would be ppig at meadowsideprimary.co.uk. Click sign in. It then prompts me to input my password, which you should have received home by now. I'm not going to read that out loud for obvious reasons. I click sign in. I don't want to save it on here. Similar process if you're operating the application via your phone on Android or Apple. It's all a very similar process. When you log in for the first time, you'll probably be presented with a little mini tutorial on working your way around Office online. It's worth looking at, but I'm going to give you the kind of bare bones, and hopefully this is a really visual and helpful way of you being able to see how to operate it. It's taking a little while. Still working. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so we know it's me that I've signed in. It's Peppa Pig because it gives me a little welcome message, and here I am here. You'll be presented with some tiles down the side here, but if you don't know what they are, then you can click on the tiles at the top, and it gives you just a short explanation of each one. We're going to start with Outlook. So Outlook is your email address that's provided. We've provided you with, and you can see. It looks like a kind of email login with your inbox and your sent items. Really important to keep an eye on email so that if you've given any assignments or work by your teachers, then you know that it's happened. It's been set. You can see that's come up here. I'll talk through that in a minute. And also, if you've been added to any teams or you've been contacted by your class team in any way, setting up meetings that you need to attend during your time off. Okay. So if I click on that one, it says I've been added to a team. It's called Test Team, so one I'll show you any second now. So I can click on Teams, and it brings up the app for me. Okay, I'm going to use the web app. Okay, now here you can see I've got Test Team here. This is the one that I am showing you as an example. Any activity that you receive, for example, if someone sent you a message, or somebody has set you an assignment, or someone's tagged you in a post, then it will all come up here. So I can see that I've been set an assignment, and I'll come back to that in a minute. We'll look at that again in a second. And it's also sent it to me in a chat as well, so that, like I said earlier, in your email, it will come up in Teams as well. But it's really useful to be able to have access to both your email and Teams during this time. So if I just go back in Teams, I'll give you a quick tutorial of how to use it. Over on this side, you've got your channels. So the general channel is for general chit chat. So that is us checking how you're doing, and if you want to share anything that's slightly different from academic work. It's a really useful channel just to practice on. And then you've got your more academic channels where we can share ideas and share work that's specific to English, Maths and topic, for example. It may look a little bit different to that depending on what year group you're in, and you may need a little help from a grown-up to operate it and to read the things in there, but it is quite user-friendly. If I click New Conversation, it will look similar to something that you've seen before, probably on a phone or a tablet, and I can just write a message saying, hello, it's me, and that comes up like that. Oh, if you wanted to know how to change your profile picture, if you click on there and click Change Picture, you can do that, which is a really cool thing to do, obviously the most important thing. Someone can reply to that post if they like. I can also tag people. Okay, so if I write the @ symbol, then I can write people in my group. I can write a message to George Pig, and I can say, hi George, I missed you, and George can always reply to that. Okay. If I wanted to write to a member of staff, I can do that as well. For example, like Madam Gazelle, I had a great time jumping in muddy puddles. And that's something that would be good for general chit chat. Now I can add a little sticker as well, what would be good for jumping in muddy puddles. I think a big smile there, and I can click enter, or I can click the little plane here, and it sends the message. Every time that I tag somebody, you can see it's gone purple, it will alert them in their activity so that they know that I've sent them something. You can like posts, obviously you can like your own, you can love your own, and it's nice to be able to do that to friends as well. So all of that is pretty simple. You won't have access to video calling or anything in yours, but this is a test team that I've set up, so it's pretty basic. I can also access my assignments, as you saw earlier. So in my activity, it comes up in the general and it says assignments here. So there's a little message with the date. Oh, I can earn 20 points if I do this homework. Okay, and it says, "Hi Pepper, please complete the worksheet attached. You have your own copy to edit, and you can hand it back in when it's completed for me to see your work." So I can click on that, and I can edit the document, and then I can click Turn In, which means that I then sent it back to someone in my class team who set it to me, and they will get a notification. They'll be able to look at the work that you've done. It might be maths, it might be English, it might be some writing, it might even be some reading, it could be some PE, it could be some art that you've done, and you can add things to it as well. So you can add bits of work. So it might be a photograph that you've done of your artwork. It might be a short video. It could be a piece of writing that you've done that you've taken a photograph of as well, or you've written it on the computer. Anything like that is fine. But you can obviously, like I said, you can edit the document itself. Okay, so I click Turn In to do that. There's an expiry date on it as well. It says due October the 8th, so in 2 days' time at 3:15 in the afternoon. So it's worth keeping tabs of those so you can keep up with your work. Okay, so that is the basics of Teams, and this is all to help you whilst you're at home keep going with your work. So I hope that's been useful. I've certainly enjoyed learning about Teams in the time that we've had during the coronavirus, and we use it a lot as a staff team as well. So I hope that helps, and I hope that you will find it useful. Just one last thing before I go. You can see the assignments there also, and any meetings that you have, they'll be scheduled into the calendar, and you'll be able to meet the member or members of staff and friends from the class in those meetings. So that was the last thing. Make sure you sign out always, okay, and then you're done.